2021 just started, and the number of Iranian nationals stopped at our southern border is nearly double the amount stopped in all of 2020. So is this the right time to be reversing the progress former President Trump made at the border? South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace joins us to react. Good to see you this morning, Congresswoman. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Good morning, and thank you for having me on this morning.
Oh, of course. We love having you on. So what do those numbers say to you? I mean, is this at the point where everybody in this country should be alarmed?
Oh, certainly we should be alarmed. We're seeing what, the administration also is doing right now and governing by executive order and the hypocrisy, especially on immigration that we've seen just in the first few weeks, not willing to fund border at our southern border yet. We've got fencing with razor wire around the Capitol, miles of it around the Capitol.
Meantime, Congresswoman, you made a lot of news this week responding to Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her claims as to what happened that fateful day in the Capitol. Let's take a listen to AOC.
I jump into my bathroom and I close the door and I just keep hearing these bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden I hear that whoever was trying to get inside got into my office. And this was the moment where I thought everything was over.
I mean, that statement certainly opens up your eyes, but Congresswoman, your office is 2 doors down from AOC. What is factually challenged in AOC's statement?
Well, I deal in facts and not fiction. And when I saw the media reports of how it was being portrayed, I said, this is dishonest. There weren't rioters in our hallways banging down our doors that day. We were all barricaded in our offices in Cannon office building. I'm not going to discount the trauma, the harrowing experiences each of us had who were here that day. It was a very scary experience. And I've been very open with people about it. I sent my kids home that week because I was worried about violence that might transpire on that Wednesday, January 6th. But we have to be honest when we're telling these stories, because otherwise, if we're dishonest or we exaggerate claims, then it waters down the truth and the authenticity of everyone else that has shared their stories to this date as well. And the American people deserve to know the truth. And the truth is that the Cannon office building is a 7 to 10 minute walk away from the Capitol Dome, where the violence was happening, where 5 people did die on Capitol Hill that day. And so, to politicize this kind of an event, that was a dark day in our nation's history, to politicize it in the way that she has is disgusting. And no one should tolerate it. I'm certainly not going to.
Well, here's what she said. She responded saying, quote, when you have someone in a position of leadership like that, whose immediate instinct is to minimize or kind of launch dishonest attacks and trying to fact check things that survivors didn't even say or claim, it's extremely damaging. You just wonder, will you speak to her about this in person? Have you at all? Or is this pretty much just playing out on Twitter at this point?
I've never seen her and I've never met her. I'm 2 doors down. I'm very much focused on the business that I was sent up here to do. I've said earlier this week, I feel like I'm on an episode of Jerry Springer. We are distracted by this circus and we are missing out on serving and working for the American people. We're paid a lot of money to do a job, and we're not doing that job right now. Next week, we're going to have impeachment, which is going to hold up anything that could be done in the Senate right now. We're dealing with the circus over here in the House as well. We're ratcheting up the rhetoric, pouring gasoline on the fire when people are out of work, kids aren't back in school, and our most vulnerable population needs vaccinations right now. We have a lot of work ahead of us, and we have an administration that's governing by executive order, literally peeling away every good thing that the Trump administration accomplished. Our taxes are going to be raised, certainly through the budget reconciliation process. That's happening. We have a lot to be worried about and a lot to work on right now.